The last component to a comprehensive fitness program to explore is supplements, which is our final lesson for Total Body Blueprint. One of the fastest growing industries in the world is the dietary supplement group. Producing about $32 billion in revenue in 2012, it's projected to double that by topping $60 billion in 2021. One thing that consumers need to be made aware of is that the supplement industry is lawless and unregulated by the FDA, kind of like the old Wild West. Therefore, some supplements haven't been tested or even meet their label claims. Companies' marketing campaigns can be misleading with the results they affirm, and perhaps flat out don't work. This is quite easy to do with today's Photoshop editing capabilities and uncontrolled product manufacturing. Yet some nutritional supplements do have tons of research behind them and are legitimate. And keep in mind that you truly don't even need supplements. After all, they're only meant to complement your nutrition plan, and you can get the same effects through food. For over 20 years, I've thoroughly investigated various products and assessed their quality. Let's review the list I've compiled of the ones that have been proven to be safe and effective and ones that are potentially dangerous. Most doctors would agree that a multivitamin and mineral nowadays is a good idea, as the modern diet has some deficiencies. Approximately 68% of the general population is deficient in calcium, 90% in chromium, 75% in magnesium, and 80% in vitamin B6. Plus, our soil is not the same it was back in the 1950s and has become more depleted of vitamins and minerals over time. As a result, it's best to ensure you're getting all the nutrients you need to deliver cellular energy and support your brain, skin, eyes, immune, and circulatory systems by taking a daily formula. The one I approve of most is Source Naturals Life Force for preventative health care. It's high in vitamin B for stress and energy. There are a plethora of other brands out there being sold, and be leery of the cheap ones like Centrum. This multivitamin is being heavily pushed through its marketing. In reality, it's crummy, and it's low in vitamin and mineral amounts and has low absorption rates. In fact, one article I read claimed that the consumer had the entire tablet come out in the toilet. The next supplement I'm a proponent of is fish oil, or essential fatty acids. These are needed for fat loss, cell integrity, hormone production, and are key to a healthy mood. Essential fatty acids are considered essential because they cannot be produced in the human body and must be provided through the diet. Current research indicates that omega-3 fatty acids like EPA and DHA support healthy physiological functions of the brain, joints, and circulatory system. DHA supports nerve cell membranes and neurological transmitters, whereas EPA is most associated with the healthy cardiovascular system. Omega-3s can be found in fish, and the federal government's latest dietary guidelines suggest 8 ounces a week to get an average total daily intake of 250 milligrams of EPA and DHA. The best fish sources for ensuring this intake are black cod, salmon, trout, sardines, mackerel, anchovies, albacore, bluefin tuna, oysters, and mussels. Other food sources with high amounts of omega-3s include flaxseed, walnuts, spinach, kidney and pinto beans, broccoli, and cauliflower. If you don't get enough of these sources, you may want to consider a dietary supplement, especially if you have high triglycerides. I like Source Naturals Arctic Pure or Solgar products. Protein is commonly derived from meats, fish, dairy, or legumes. Supplementation isn't necessary if you get enough food in your diet, but it's a convenient meal replacement for crunch time. I'm a big fan of whey protein post-workout as it's easily digested and quickly absorbed in the body. Remember from our module on resistance training, building muscle doesn't occur in the gym. It happens when you're recovering outside the gym and by providing the protein your body needs for muscle adaptations. And don't worry, you're not going to turn into Arnold Schwarzenegger by taking a protein shake. Not like that'd be a bad thing anyway. You'll also want to ensure adequate protein intake for maintaining lean body mass during the process of shedding fat. Going back to our nutrition module, it's important to consume 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight each day for this purpose, and 2.2 grams if your goal is to increase muscle. Since you should be breaking up your protein consumption across 5 meals throughout the day, I recommend ingesting 25 to 40 grams of whey protein post-workout. Remember, whey protein is superior over other types as its biological value is 104. Typically, a serving size is a scoop and contains 25 grams of protein. The highest quality whey proteins are hydrolyzed and are the fastest absorbing. Unlike other forms of protein, whey hydrolyzed has been enzymatically broken down, reducing the size of the protein molecules, called peptides. In turn, the body absorbs and retains more of the protein and provides greater nutrition than whey isolates or concentrates. I had the opportunity to discuss the benefits of whey hydrolyzed with Dr. Chris Lockwood, who researched this during his doctorate dissertation. The best products on the market I've found are Optimum Nutrition Hydro Whey and Bionutritional Proto Whey. In addition to providing your muscles with protein post-workout, for recovery purposes, carbohydrates should be consumed to accelerate muscle glycogen refueling. If you recall, muscle glycogen is stored carbohydrate found in our muscle cells. After you exercise, your glycogen stores become depleted, and the best time to restore them are immediately post-workout. This can be accomplished through high glycemic sources such as a banana, baked potato, or bread with jam, or carb replenishment drinks for ideal insulin responses. A patented molecular carbohydrate with zero sugar I use and advocate is Generate's Vitargo. I know the founder of this company, Anthony Almada, and have read the lab-tested studies that conducted to illustrate the effectiveness of this product. Due to its low osmolality, this molecular carbohydrate form moves through the stomach more than twice as fast as other carbohydrates, such as maltodextrin and sugars found in sport drinks like Gatorade. That means faster digestion and absorption into the body and no bloating or that heavy stomach feeling. Aside from getting your fast-absorbing protein and carbohydrate in immediately after your workout, it's important to get a steady flow of amino acids and protein to those tired muscles long after you leave the gym. Casein protein is beneficial before bedtime due to its delayed digestion and absorption, providing hours of repair and maintenance while you sleep. In fact, casein proteins can take up to 7 hours to be broken down into its amino acid subcomponents and assist in sustaining an anabolic state. Cottage cheese is a good food source close to bedtime because of its similar slow digesting properties. As we discussed previously, protein is what supplies the building blocks necessary to repair and build muscle tissue. These proteins will then be broken down and disassembled into amino acids, which support recovery and endurance. There are 9 essential amino acids that the body can't manufacture itself and must be consumed through the food or supplement form. Of those 9, leucine, isoleucine, and valine play a critical role in muscle development because they are metabolized in the muscle rather than the liver. They're called branched-chain amino acids. Because they're metabolized in the muscle, they can be used for building new proteins or for energy. The products on the market I like best are Optimum Nutrition Amino Energy and Scivation Extend. Both can be mixed with water and used intra-workout to preserve lean muscle and provide energy. Amino Energy has some additional natural energy boosters, such as green tea extract. One serving contains about 100 milligrams of caffeine and is equivalent to 1 cup of coffee. Pre-workout formulas have grown hot over the past decade, and you need to be careful with which ones you're taking. Several of these supplements contain both caffeine and arginine, an amino acid that's a precursor to nitric oxide, and is a hemodilator, causing your blood vessels to expand. Arginine can actually be beneficial to people prone to hypertension for this reason, as it may reduce blood pressure. Caffeine, however, is a vasoconstrictor and causes blood vessels to narrow, which may increase blood pressure. When taking both of these active ingredients together, you can experience enormous pumps and improved energy, which create kind of like a lifting buzz. But the nitric oxide and the caffeine are combating one another, and it doesn't make sense to take them together from a physiological standpoint. Certainly not if you're predisposed to high blood pressure. Other pre-workout and fat-burning supplements contain proprietary blends. When you see this on the nutrition facts label, there'll be several ingredients listed, maybe even a dozen or more. The total milligrams listed are based on the proprietary blend, and you can't determine what amount of each ingredient the formula is comprised of. I would stay away from these type of products for safety reasons. The last supplement I want to discuss is creatine, and is the most researched supplement in sports science. Creatine actually occurs naturally in the body and comes from food sources like beef. Supplementing with the creatine can have huge effects on your body, the most notable being increased maximal force production of your muscles, or strength. Creatine works by saturating your muscles with a high energy compound called creatine phosphate, and it can be used by the body as an immediate energy source, meaning you'll be able to lift weight more explosively. Creatine also hydrates muscle cells with water, promoting muscle fiber growth. Studies have proven that creatine can improve muscular endurance capacity as well. For these reasons, professional and Olympic athletes commonly supplement with creatine, and it's not considered a banned substance by professional sport leagues or the IOC. Creatine monohydrate is the most researched form of creatine, a white, tasteless powder. I suggest taking 10 grams per day post-workout. You can even mix it with your whey protein to make a post-workout cocktail. Micronized creatine sets a new standard for a regular creatine powder by having a much smaller microparticle. I favor Optimum Nutrition, ProLab, and Biotest brands. Some individuals can experience a creatine bloat from creatine monohydrate due to subcutaneous water retention. There are other types of creatine on the marketplace that suggest better absorption and less water retention beneath the skin. Ethyl ester is a creatine with an ester added, and Cre-alkalin or buffered creatine is pH balanced and supposedly better for absorption. But these forms are less backed by scientific research. You can download the supplement guide to the right of your screen that features all the supplements I've reviewed with the dosages along with a list of other reputable brands I approve of. The FitRx Jumpstart Package can be purchased online for $197 and lasts about 60 days. It includes the staple supplements, a multivitamin, fish oil, whey protein, a safe pre-workout booster, and a post-workout carb replenishment drink. This is the culmination of Total Body Blueprint. I want to thank you for your time, and I hope you've been able to apply some of these strategies you've learned throughout the course. I strongly encourage you to move forward with the FitRx program, which integrates all the fitness components: cardiovascular training, resistance training, and flexibility training. You'll follow a 6-month periodized program, and all the guesswork has been eliminated with this simple to follow system. The only requirement is that you're able to stay committed to 3 hours per week for fitness. It's really just a matter of getting out of your own way and enrolling. I'll look forward to working together with you and realizing your fitness goals, and I wish you the most success.